name is Shuli, your examiner of the day. Can you tell me your full name, please?
Hi, good morning, good evening. My full name is Eunice Chanjaat.
And what shall I call you?
You can call me Eunice.
Okay, hi Eunice. Now in the first part, I would like to ask you some information about yourself. So now let's talk about relationships. Do you have many close friends?
To be specific, I think I have about 3 really close friends. But does 3 consider many? I'm not sure, but to me, I don't think that's a lot compared to other people. And of course, I think that being extrovert and having many friends is definitely a good thing to us, to everyone. However, what we need is actually just 1 or 2 close friends that you can share everything with, and the ones that will always be there for you when you need them. So and there's always a saying that goes like this, like a real friend is the one who walks you real friend is the one who walks in when the rest of the world walks out. So to me, close friends, we just need a few of them, and that's sufficient enough for your life.
So what do you like about your close friends?
The very first thing I like about my close friend is they are always very, very supportive in what I do in my life. And being a person that always lack in confidence in life, especially in making decisions, like me, my close friend have always played a very important role in hearing me out, in giving me advice and confidence, as well as in making the right decisions in life. And the second thing I like about my close friend is they are always willing to share whatever they have with me. And she was never calculative with me, and whenever she has something precious, she'll definitely share with me. And other than that, we will always share and uses each other's stuff like sisters. So we always call each other like sisters from another mother. So yeah.
What do you think that the important quality of a good friend?
Okay, firstly, I think that the most important quality of a close friend is non-judgmental. So we all need friends who can make you feel confident about who you are, and not how people judge you from the outside. So and indeed, this non-judgmental approach is also one of the characteristics of a good person. So being a good friend, they should be able to listen to you and do their best to put their shoes to put themselves in your shoes, and to understand you more instead of just judging from the outside. And secondly, I think that respectful is a very important is a very powerful trait of a good friendship. So for example, a good friend should help you keep your secrets and should not talk bad about you behind your back. And they should always form opinions about you for themselves, rather than just listening to gossips from outsiders, and just judge you from who you are. Yeah.
So now we're moving on to the part 2. Now I'm going to give you a topic, and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. So before you talk, you will have 1 minute to think about what you are going to say. And here's some paper and pencil for making notes, and here's your topic. Please do not write anything on your candidate task card. Your 1 minute start now. Alright, remember you have 1 to 2 minutes for this, so don't worry if I stop you. I will tell you when the time is up. Can you start speaking now, please?
Okay, so my hobby is playing volleyball. And how many hours do I spend in my hobby? It's actually different from um, the past is different. Like, okay, during secondary time, during my secondary school time, I used to spend quite long hours in playing volleyball. And this is because every Wednesday and Friday, after school, I will have my volleyball session with my friends, with my teammates, and we will also have a weekends training for about 3 hours. So in a week, I actually spend around 9 hours in just playing volleyball. And the reason why I spend so long in playing volleyball, my hobby, is because I was in the school team and I used to represent my school and the state in a lot of volleyball match. So it was actually quite hectic in terms of training, but after all, it is still my hobby and I do enjoy in the process. But nowadays, where I'm in my degree in my university, the timetable, the schedules of classes and assignments are obviously more packed, and my time spent on this hobby has obviously reduced if compared to the time when I'm in secondary school. And but in my university, if I have free time, I'll play volleyball with my school with my batch mates as well, because our dormitory have a quite complete volleyball court. And in terms of our faculty sports day, there's also like volleyball match game, so I did participate in that as well. But overall, the timing, the hours I spend on this hobby is longer in my secondary school time. And why did I start loving this hobby is the main reason. I think the main reason is because I'm influenced by my brother, and when I was in my primary school time. So when I was in my primary school time, my brother was in his secondary school, and he is also a school representative and state representative as well. So he often goes out for volleyball competitions and all. And during the weekends, I'll also tag along with my mom and send my brother to trainings. And so and I'll always enjoy watching volleyball match with my brother. And he has become a coach to me, as he'll always teach and guide me and talk about stories on volleyball with me. So I actually learned a lot from my brother's side. So I think that my brother is the main influence of me having this hobby. And the reason why I enjoy this sport is because I feel that I learn a lot from volleyball. Especially I learned the importance of teamwork. And I feel like the successful trait of a volleyball team is not just having how great skills you have, but it's most importantly on teamwork, how to learn how to work as a team. And everything in volleyball requires thinking and understanding from all your teammates. So that's what I learned a lot from my hobby. And it is also a major stress reliever activity for me as well.
Okay, now we are moving on to the part 3. And we've been talking about the hobby that you enjoy doing. And now I'd like to discuss one or two general questions related to this. So let's talk about hobby for a moment. Why do people need hobbies?
I think that everyone needs hobby because um, in this stressful and dull lifestyle we are facing now, we need hobbies to brighten up our life. We need hobbies to bring colors to our life, and somehow most of the people get released from their stress from um, having their from doing their hobbies, because hobbies are things that you like, and the things that you do in your daily routine um, is not supposedly it's not everyone that not everyone's daily routine is the thing is the thing that they love to do in life. So having hobbies are quite important in to brighten up your whole life.
Do you think that hobbies can interfere with work, study, or even your personal life?
I think that this actually depends on your hobby, whether it's a healthy or unhealthy hobby, and it actually depends on the person also. If that person have that capability of planning time for for their hobbies, and if it's a healthy hobby, I'm sure it wouldn't interfere much with studies, work, or even your precious time. So I feel like it depends. Yeah.
In your own opinions, do you think that can a hobby be dangerous to yourself?
So as I mentioned earlier, it all depends on whether your hobby is a healthy hobby or is an unhealthy hobby. So but from my point of view, I feel like hobbies can actually be dangerous because I'll give an example. Like, okay, if this person's hobby is watching Korean dramas, as we know how the Korean thing has gone really crazy on net these days, and people have been, if that person get addicted to this hobby, which is watching Korean dramas, they can just lie down in bed whole day just to complete the whole season in just a day. And of course, by doing that, they have to sacrifice their resting time. They have to sacrifice time for them to eat, or they won't even drink. They just lie on the bed whole day and just to complete the whole season of Korean drama. So it'll eventually affect their health. It'll affect their whole body. Yeah, so it could lead to really serious health issues. So I think that it could be dangerous to have unhealthy hobbies.
Finally, let's discuss about leisure time. Do you think that modern lifestyle give people enough time for leisure?
From my point of view, I think that modern lifestyles does improve the quality of leisure, but it does not means that it gives enough time for the people nowadays to have the time to enjoy their leisure, because nowadays the whole community, the whole economy is so stressful. Everyone is so busy earning their money. They starting to put their priorities on earning money instead of pamper themselves in having some leisure time. So yeah, that's what I think.
Do you think people today have more time to relax compared to the past?
As I mentioned earlier, everything is so competitive, so stressful nowadays. People tend to put their priorities on keep on earning money, keep on competing with others, and they wouldn't prioritize themselves and spend some time pamper themselves, enjoy themselves. So compared to the past, everything was slower. Everyone's pace is slower, and people will tend to appreciate life more than the people nowadays. Now, people in the past will take. To me, I feel like people from the past tend to appreciate themselves more than just busy risking their life in earning money, and also, yeah.
So the last question will be, what do you think is the importance of leisure time in one?
I think that the main importance of leisure time is that it helps to lowers your stress and depression level. As we all know that people nowadays, we can see so many cases of people committing suicide because of the stress level they face from the community, from the society. So the leisure time becomes a very important thing to lower stress level and also the occurrence of depression in humans. So participating in leisure will help you to better manage your stress and depression, and it will also provide you chance to find the balance in life, and at the same time also puts you in control of how you are spending your time, which is an important considerations in life. So as a family, it is also very beneficial to have sufficient leisure time, because it is also a way of modeling healthy ways to handle stress and emotions to your fellow family members. Yeah.
So that's all for today. Thank you so much.
So that's